armor for energy weapons of the future. This is titanium shield. I know Captain America got one, but I don't want to. I didn't know that Captain America had one, and it was a titanium. I'm not gonna spend $2,000 on it. So I bought a sheet. I know you gotta shave it, but see this one. This is all I got because I've been using the titanium for my shielding on my body. You know, my body armor. I mean, hey, you know, God said freaking put on the armor of God. You know, it said it right there in the Bible. I mean that's pretty plain and simple. No parable about that. See, because I got these are shin guards made out of titanium. See it? But they run all the way down to the bottom, and my shin guards feel better. Freaking, I don't feel the energy. You know, feeling too much weight in my lower part of my body, and it feels a lot better because I know once you hit the shin guards, you might get shin splints, whatever, and everything else. This is the jig I made for the shield so I could bend it. You know, if you see it right there, that's the pitch. You know, and it should look pretty good. The whole idea and concept about this is that I'm gonna polish it so shiny that it's gonna reflect back the energy back to them, because we don't know exactly what they got on the outside, or if they're waiting for something for us, for the go ahead or whatnot, or the collapse of America and our Constitution. And who knows? You know, I mean, I keep on hearing, oh, it's the end of the world. You know, freaking, we're gonna kill you, and we're gonna kill your son, your family, and kill, over and over and over. And it's like, I mean, that's fine. I hear you. All right. You know, if you're lucky, but I'm gonna fucking fight. And so I'm gonna put this shield together. That way, when I'm out in the open, hey, if they got laser weapons, brr, besides, I've tapped into them and got to know them so much that I can feel their algorithms. I can feel when they're gonna say something, do something. I know exactly what they're gonna say next, and this and that, and here and there. And see, I don't have to repeat shit. They repeat shit, you know. And sometimes I repeat shit just to put them on blast, just in case they got it recorded. You know what I mean? And I'm not too sure about this whole damn thing, but I'm telling you one thing: fucking, this thing is gonna block their energy weapons. I mean, my titanium, my body armor has been beautiful. It's been healing me. This is what I made. What I'm starting to make. Well, this one is a baby maker. This is my prototype. Someone asked me about, you know, hey, you know, I wonder if I want to have a baby, this and that, and here and there. And this right here will allow you, you know, well, if you got the, you know, Magneto's brass balls, you know, and healing. You know, if you got those, your man might be able to, you know, give out good sperm. But you know, they can target her stomach and her whatever those things are, and this thing right here should shield, so they're not zapping her. You know, where the seeds are gonna meet up and blah blah blah. You know, birds and the bees stuff. You know, but I'm gonna try that out. Plus, at the same time, whoever's with me, because I got this plan, you know, to freaking to freaking fly south for the winter, you know what I mean? And so I got something implemented, but it's just depending on how I'm gonna put it all together. I'm just trying to put together supplies and what we'll need, you know, because you know the best thing is just, you know, be like a freaking goose, you know, and head out, you know. But I've been on, hey, why don't you let you guys know I've been on TikTok, so you can find me on Robbie Recon down there. Let me show you what I got here. I gotta turn that down, otherwise they'll probably monetize me or something like that. Hey, ho, let's go. Alright, here's what I got here. Freaking, this right here, I've been showing my armor to these people because they're talking about depopulation. I don't think anybody knows what's going on, since they didn't listen to the TIs, you know. And, well, TIs don't even listen to me, you know, and they're supposed to, according to the Bible, because I'm in the Bible. the builder of the armor of God, and freaking literally fucking whatever was said in the Bible, SOM. If you know what SOM is, figure it out. But either way, God entrusted me to build this armor. I may not be freaking the best or perfect or even least sinned, but I'm just human, just like everyone else. I think they put this together just so they could freaking destroy us and say you were sinners, you ain't like Jesus, perfect. You know what I mean? Shoot, ain't nobody perfect. See this whole breastplate and then freaking shoulders and stuff. This is a Magneto suit. It's pretty badass. I mean, look at that. It zips up. It's got to be reinforced. I put this on the other day, and look at the back. The back is pretty badass. Let me put this down. There's the back, the spine. Look at the spine. Freaking that's the whole spine. I mean, this creates this force field around your body, and it's freaking pretty epic. I gotta do some sew job, freaking to sew the everything, all the freaking padding back in. I gotta sew that all in and stuff, but I'm getting threats that they're gonna kill my son and this and that, and so see, I did the next best thing. I separated myself from the ones I care about, so that way they're out of sight, out of mind. How can they fucking torture them in front of you when you're not there? So I mean, I know a lot of TIs, they stick with their family, stick with their kids, they don't want to lose them and stuff like that. But you gotta make them understand. I know as far as like, and because I got an ancient spirit, and I've been, it just seems like I've done this before. See, look, I got arm freaking shielding, for forearms and stuff, just in case, because you got to remember, they could have avatars. I mean, they do have avatars actually, because God gave them sight. God gave me sight. I have sight, so I could see all their freaking. They're all seeing eye. I could see I could see them moving around. I could see them bend light. I could see them go from one angle and then stop there and bend it, so it's like it's kind of chasing it to find out what drone it's coming from, and it's been quite a journey, but it's been fighting over and over and over, and I don't like to bitch. I don't like to freaking, I don't like whining. I don't like talking too much to freaking people that literally just wants to just talk shit all the time. And it's like, and it sucks because what they do is they hit your nocular nerve, in your throat. And see, this is what I built for that. I don't know if you, right here. And after about a few months, freaking it went away, but sometimes I still catch myself because they get you used to it, to talking shit and stuff, and then they're like, oh, you talk too much shit, we're gonna kill you, but they make you do it. They put it in your head, they get you flowing on it, and they'll talk through your throat. And I had to quit that. I gotta stop that stuff. And you got no one else to talk to, so what do you expect? And there's my other helmet. I mean, I put sideburns so I can attach a titanium mask to the front of it and stuff like that. I've been trying to get some of you got TIs to freaking my clients and stuff. Hey, if you want sideburns, this and that, and here and there. And it's really hard to get them to understand that you need a mask as well, so that way, because you got to understand, titanium is a pathogen killer when you breathe in it, and the sweat creates oxygen. Oxide, titanium oxide, and that's what you need. It's like I build these things, and see, I got all kinds of glasses for every little thing. I got glasses you can make love in. I got, hardcore glasses if I want to relax, want to work, just mediocre and just in case. Goggles for, spare for whoever needs it, an emergency. Freaking nose freaking, and another pair that I put together and stuff like that. I've been building these glasses. These are my new ones right here. These ones I'll probably give to my son, and I'll keep the other ones, but I might keep this one and give him another pair. But I can see on the side here I put so it could block the radiation coming through this way. And then these are 3 layers right here, and plus in the inside the radiation. I mean, these are pretty trick freaking glasses here. I'll show you here in a minute. But you pull this thing out of my hair without. Dang it jacks up your nose. But check this out. See, here they are. Those are radiation 0.75 in the inside, and I freaking epoxied them. I put a pad on the nose best I can, and I put 550 cord melt on the outside so it stays in there. And then the lens, you see how it mirrors? See, that's what you want, because you want a mirror when they're flashing you, and a flat glass is so much better than a round one because you want it reflecting right back into them. And that right there really, it calms you down and keeps you strong, because you guys don't realize there's a lot of freaking ways that they mess with you. And I mean, your eyes is totally important, because I've had my eyes hit and they were trying to trigger a heart palpitation. I had my ears not closed, and yeah, some of you have that David Chase CD. I mean, fucking throw that shit away. Get some armor. And that freaking noise counseling freaking earbuds. Throw that shit away. You know, I mean, get some earbuds that have radiation glass. I mean, all you need is, look, check it out. 5 layers, and you just cut up a bunch of radiation glass and make it like an earplug. Big deal, you know. I mean, and if you got, another thing is mirrors. Mirrors are beautiful because you can reflect their energy back into them. So you just give them back their same medicine. You know, freaking mirrors for your third eye. If people could see it, if it's not calcified or fluoridated, you'll see your third eye, and you'll have a clear connection and knowing what's going on. But y'all been brushing your teeth a lot. See right here, I'm a hillbilly. I only brush my teeth whenever I want, and they feel fucking hurting. But I be flossing all the time, though, so it keeps my teeth nice and healthy. So, you know, us hillbillies don't brush our teeth all the time. You know, we'll have a better connection than y'all. But here, you put a mirror on your pineal gland, and that will help, because a lot of energy goes right through your pineal gland to hit you in the back of your pineal gland, and it bounce into your eyes, behind your eyes. That's why your eyes are stressed, tired, etc., etc., etc. You know, because they put, and plus it messes up and it destroys your pineal gland. You guys got to remember that. That's why they do that. And and to my boots that I've tested out with the grounding wire that I made. Look at that. These boots have been amazing. You know, I feel much more connected to the ground than my moccasins. I mean, look at that. And it's beautiful, because you never know. Because the way things are happening, and the way things are going, and the way that the energy is feeling. And there's my bow and arrow and freaking, and oh yeah, look at that. Katana, double sworded, and freaking I got my bows, freaking ton of arrows strap onto my back. But you know, you never know what's going on, because I've been seeing things like masks that you wear out, freaking brass knuckles, freaking for sale with Bale's head on it, freaking Depop, and freaking, and plus that movie, that the Purge. You know, you guys gotta understand, you never know what's going on in some of these people's minds. You never know, because they're all reared up and they're sick of people. But see, they're the ones that bit the freaking apple. You know, I mean, that's the whole tale of the forbidden apple, is when they bite the apple, the cell signal into the pineal gland, into the brain, and knowing good and evil, which is in our brain, and what we done, this and that, here and there, and so it pisses them off. But you see, you gotta understand, these people are of sin. You know, I mean, you guys know what they do to you, and this and that, and here and there, and they think they're ordained, but they're not. See, you know, someone put this together. This is all man-made. You know, and it's a devil and stuff like that. You know, they can't fucking come and tell me fucking that I'm a piece of shit, when literally I know exactly all their sins. And it's like, hey, you're talking to me here, and I figure shit out, and I sit here and I listen to some of these guys, and it's a pain in the ass because it's like I want to correct them because they say shit that's wrong, that's false, and it's fucking that's not even true, and things that just don't even make sense. And it's like, are you kidding me? And I'm the kind of guy that I correct people, because I know I've been doing so much research and knowledge about things, and literally when you freaking find the Holy Grail and you're wearing it, and then your chakras are clear because they're able to function correctly because they throw it off. So when they're sealed and you have an exoskeleton and literally you have freaking the armor of God on, and then you find out you have the fountain of youth because it saves you from the lesions they create within your internal organs. So next you know, you're literally sitting on a lot of extra time of living because these things can't kill you. And that's what it's all about, about the armor of God. That's what it's all about, my journey of what I went, because I always go and land on the right path, because I've always been connected to the creation, of things and stuff. And this is why I've been running so smoothly and knowing things, because I'm not brushing my teeth with fluoride. I'm not taking showers all the time, once a week. You may say, oh, that's gross or whatever, but, let me tell you something. Your pores open up, and you know what chemicals are in your water? Do you know what kind of shit you're putting on your body? Oh, yeah, the soap, whatever else. Think about it. Just think about that shit. And you brush your teeth, you're fucking rinsing your mouth with that stuff, water and whatever, and the fluoride, and the calcification of drinking that water since you were a kid, of sink water, but you didn't know. I mean, I know our parents didn't know, but they didn't. They were just a part of the workforce. They didn't, they just kept on going on. I mean, it's not quite their fault, because it's all our faults, but at the same time, it's like, these people are making our destiny, out of their, out of the back of their head because they don't like that they bit the pineal gland and they can't stop, and they like the power, but they want the power so bad, they're not willing to give up the power and just like literally lay off these damn chemtrails, and they want to mind control. But then, that's where all this COVID's coming from, or if anything that's dormant would be in the air. And if it's in the air, it may be laying dormant because all these drones got to do is fucking hit you with UV light, and that shit makes shit grow. I mean, we have fungus and shit growing on our walls and our clothes because of the moisture, and then it just really started getting that freaking UV light. Freaking grows stuff. It grows things like a petri dish, and imagine in your body, and it lights something up, and next you know you got a germ or something, a virus inside you that wants to set up, but you got your immune system. But then you got these freaking government of people freaking feeding you freaking shots that actually bring down your immune system, and then it freaking inhibits and takes, it destroys the immune cells, and like kind of makes it weak, and then that's right there. It opens up the floodgates for anything to happen to you, and next they're saying you got a 2-year survival, in your life, and it's like fuck, But I think that's a bunch of bullshit because they want this house cleaned up like yesterday, you know what I mean? And it's like, to tell you the truth, it doesn't seem like it's the least, because you gotta understand these people have been dealing with people and watching them, and because they can't mind control them and get people what they want them to do, or they're having a hard time killing them because they depopulate people, is that it's not fast enough, And it's like you ever been to that job where you're working at and you just can't wait till the job is done, so you're rushing it, and it's like, but the thing is that's all it is for these people. It's a job for them, they don't really give a shit, They say they do this for free, but they think they're gonna be gods. But I'm telling you what, you cut the roots, the tree's gonna fall. I mean, that's straight up. Maybe in end times, that's when the stars will fall. You never know. Something's gonna freaking happen. I mean, I know they blocked the equinox, and that was supposed to be the actual reset. But they blocked it with all those reflectants. You know, a little bit came in as far as enlightenment, but as far as anything else goes, you know, it's a dog eat dog world. And you know, and I've been working my ass off bringing you guys something that's what works well. And everybody's mostly worried about what about the V2K. Well, you got to understand, you know, once you shield everything else, you could sit back, have a Mai Tai, and do whatever you want. And freaking, and a little voice just pretty much tells you, hey, fucking, literally, you kicking back, and that motherfucker's sitting up there, has to watch you all day. Who the fuck's in a better position, you or them? Fucking, I think is you. But you know, it's just, I mean, you guys got to pay attention, man. I mean, I was brought into this to freaking help you people. I mean, years you guys sit, you know, been asking what about shielding this and that and here. I mean, do you really care enough? I mean, you gotta understand, they make you weak and tired and stuff, so you can't fight. And if you can't fight, freaking, then just, you know, that's why they try to get you to commit suicide. You commit suicide, you lose any chance of going to heaven or actually anything of life. You know, and you just gotta freaking, I mean, you know, look, I have shielding, and I know it's something that's expensive, you know, but you understand, if you actually came out and freaking asked me to, you know, freaking help you shield and be loyal as a fighter, you know, with me and stuff like that, I mean, I'll shield you up, no problem. You know, I mean, it goes from a lot of freaking ways, you know, but it's, you guys gotta understand, you know, I need people that freaking that are willing to freaking to want to live or help yourselves, at least to help your families or defend them, because who knows what's going to go. If there's a purge, I mean shit, a lot of people are in trouble, big trouble. You know, and it's like I've seen victims on a few shows, and the thing is that some of these victims that got attacked, you know, got beat up pretty well, and some of them I know it's an avatar, because was it Jeff from Boston or whatever said they have spider webs, and those things connect to the energy avatars, and they can be solid, and if it's solid, it can beat the shit out of someone, you know, with energy weapons like a person. And if you can't see shit, you're kind of fighting in the dark. But I mean, it's just you got to be completely free, like me, you know. And it's like I'm pretty heartbroken, sad, because nobody listened to me, and at the same time, you know, barely some of you guys are trying to get shielding from me, but you know, but then you fall back. You fall back because that's them putting it in your head and taking you away from actually some freedom and some relief. But, you know, the thing is that they cut me off. They told me literally, we're going to make sure nobody freaking buys into your shielding, and nobody's not going to know anything about it. But guess what? It's like that now. Freaking nobody's buying anything. And it's not that I could use the time to build shielding for my family and lock them in, because, you know, I have to take the time in that. I've always been selfless, and the reason why I put all this armor together for me, because I was on a journey to learn, to make sure I put some things that work for you, the community, the TI community, and it just worked out to like nobody listening. Now I got some armor, and I had no idea how powerful and how badass it is, and it is badass. It's heavy, 35 pounds, you know, give or take a few. But after you work out with it, then you build muscle and you get strength, and you build strength with it. You know what I mean? And you know, you know, I'm married to my armor now. My armor takes care of me, and I'll take care of my armor. You know, and that's the way it is. It's a Templar way, and I tell you right now, forgetting they went the same thing as I did. Guaranteed, persecuted and everything, the Templar. You know, so I'm close to a Templar as anything has ever been in the whole entire time, you know, since then. Anyways, alright people, just like them, they guided, you know, the Christians for the freaking, for travel and stuff like that. But I try to freaking guide people to putting on the armor of God, and that's the only thing that was not a parable. It was straight up. It was just what people made up, going, "Oh, the armor of God it's the Holy Spirit, and freaking this and that and here and there." Well, how is the Holy Spirit helping you when you're getting tortured? Are you that much instead? No. All that stuff was put in people's head to make them think that, so that they won't put on or try to build a metaphysical healing freaking armor to shield them. And all this, they make this stuff up. But you got to understand, it's not just made up. It's just to make it sound like that. But you just got to open your mind a lot better. Look outside the box, like I did, and trust me, literally, my life is free. I feel good. My body feels good. I'm stronger. I'm better. A little achy here and there, but these chemtrails are drying me up, and like everything else, you got to take Corella and yada 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 yada. But it's a fight, people. It's a fight. Don't drag ass. Just fight. And some of you freaking let me know you're out there and stuff like that, so I can freaking talk to you guys. I'm worried about. I haven't talked to anybody in a while. I'm out. Rob. GISB Research and Development.